4 turnovers, 1 controversial call, and another season ending in heartbreak. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills just lived through their worst nightmare all over again. This was supposed to be Buffalo's year. For the first time since Patrick Mahomes entered the league, the Chiefs were not in the Bills' way. The path to the Super Bowl was open. The Broncos finished 14-3, earning the AFC's #1 seed. They went 8-1 at home. But this was a team led by second-year quarterback Bo Nix. The Bills had Josh Allen, the reigning MVP. The game kicked off at 2:30 Mountain Time. What followed was 3.5 hours of chaos. With 16 seconds left in the first half and Buffalo trailing 17-10, the Bills had the ball at Denver's 40. They were in field goal range. All Allen had to do was play it safe. Instead, he forced a throw. Interception, Denver. What should have been a 1-possession game was now a 10-point deficit. On the opening drive of the third quarter, Nick Bonitto strip-sacked Allen from behind. Denver recovered at Buffalo's 17. 3 plays later, field goal, 23-10 Broncos. But Allen does not quit. Down 13 against the AFC's top defense, he led back-to-back touchdown drives. A 10-yarder to Keon Coleman, then a perfect flag route to Dalton Kincaid. 24-23 Bills. Allen had dragged his team back from the dead. The fourth quarter was absolute chaos. Bo Nix responded immediately, leading a drive that put Denver back ahead 27-23 with just over 4 minutes remaining. The Broncos defense had the lead. All they had to do was hold for 4 minutes. But with 4 minutes left, Allen refused to lose. He took over. He marched the Bills 73 yards down the field, making throw after throw under pressure. With 55 seconds remaining, he dropped back and threw an absolute laser to Marvin Mims Jr. in the corner of the end zone. Perfect placement. Touchdown Bills. 30-27 Buffalo. The Broncos crowd went silent. The Bills sideline exploded in celebration. Josh Allen had done it again. He had given his team the lead with under a minute left in a playoff game. All the defense had to do was hold for 55 seconds. They could not do it. Bo Nix, ice in his veins, methodically led Denver down the field. Former Bills kicker Matt Prater, who spent years at Mile High, stepped up and nailed a 50-yard field goal. With seconds left in regulation, the game was tied at 30. Overtime, Buffalo won the coin toss. In a decision that will be debated forever, head coach Sean McDermott elected to kick off, give the defense a chance to make a play. The Bills' defense forced a 3-and-out. Denver punted. Buffalo got the ball back at their own 7-yard line. All they needed was a field goal to win and advance to the AFC Championship. On 3rd and 11 from his own 36-yard line, Josh Allen saw something. Wide receiver Brandon Cooks had gotten a step on Denver cornerback Jaquan McMillian on a deep post route. This was the throw to win the game. Allen let it fly. The ball sailed through the thin Denver air, perfectly placed for Cooks to make the catch and set up a game-winning field goal attempt from close range. But as Cooks went to the ground with the ball in his hands, something happened. McMillian, draped all over him, ripped the football away as both players hit the turf together. The officials ruled it an interception. Replay showed the call was extremely close. Many people watching believed Cooks had clear possession first, but the call stood. Interception, Denver. Allen's 4th turnover of the game. The Broncos had the ball at Buffalo's 43-yard line with a chance to win. 6 plays later, aided by 2 massive pass interference penalties totaling 47 yards on the Bills' secondary, kicker Will Lutz stepped up and buried a 23-yard field goal. Game over. Final score, Denver 33, Buffalo 30. The Broncos were going to the AFC Championship game for the first time in 10 years. The Bills' season was over. Again. In heartbreaking fashion. Again. Josh Allen finished 25 of 39, passing for 283 yards and 3 touchdowns. He also rushed for 66 yards on 12 carries. By almost any measure, he played well enough to win. But the 4 turnovers were too much to overcome. 2 interceptions, 2 lost fumbles. After the game, Allen walked to the post-game press conference with tears streaming down his face. His voice cracked as he spoke to reporters. "I feel like I let my teammates down tonight. Just missed opportunities throughout the game. It has been a long season. Hate how it ended. It's going to stick with me for a long time." Allen became the first quarterback in 10 years to throw at least 2 interceptions while also losing at least 2 fumbles in a playoff game. Before this game, Allen had not turned the ball over in his previous 6 playoff appearances. The pressure of carrying his team to a Super Bowl finally became too heavy. For Buffalo Bills fans, this is not new. This is their reality. Wide right. Super Bowl 25 in 1991. Scott Norwood missed a 47-yard field goal that would have won the championship. The Bills lost 3 more straight Super Bowls. They have not been back since. The Music City Miracle, 2000. Buffalo led with 16 seconds left. Tennessee returned the kickoff 75 yards for a touchdown on a lateral. Season over. 13 seconds. 2022. Buffalo led Kansas City by 3 with 13 seconds left. Mahomes tied it. Chiefs won in overtime. Wide right returns. 2024. Tyler Bass missed a 44-yard field goal against Kansas City. The kick sailed right, just like Norwood. And now this. 4 turnovers. Controversial interception. Devastating penalties. The Bills found another way to lose. While Buffalo suffers, Denver celebrates. The Broncos won their 15th game, improving to 15-3. Their 13th comeback win of the year. This team has made a habit all season of finding ways to win close games when it matters most. The defense forced 5 turnovers. Nick Bonito had 2 strip sacks of Josh Allen, both coming at critical moments that shifted momentum. Jaquan McMillian made the play of his life with that overtime interception, cementing his place in Broncos playoff history. The mile-high crowd erupted in celebration as their team advanced to the AFC Championship game for the first time since the Peyton Manning era. But 90 minutes later, devastating news shattered the celebration. Bo Nix fractured his ankle on the second-to-last play. He will miss the rest of the playoffs. Backup Jarrett Stidham, who took just 4 snaps all year, will start the AFC Championship. The same quarterback who helped lead them to victory would not be able to finish the job. Denver will host New England or Houston next Sunday. 1 win from the Super Bowl. With a backup quarterback who has barely seen the field. What if Allen does not force that first-half throw? What if Bonito does not get the strip sack? What if the officials rule Cook's catch complete? What if no pass interference penalties? For Josh Allen, these questions will haunt him. He is 29. In his prime, one of the 5 best quarterbacks in football. But still no Super Bowl ring. The Bills are now 0-7 in playoff games against the Chiefs and Broncos since 2020. Every year they come close. Every year something goes wrong. Every year Bills Mafia asks, when will it be our turn? For Denver, this was magic. For Buffalo, another chapter in the longest tragedy in NFL history. Josh Allen walked off in tears. Denver celebrated. And Bills fans wondered how many more times they must watch this before their team finally breaks through. The answer? Nobody knows. But if history is any guide, the heartbreak is far from over.